Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru,
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So I'm here in California, near to Fresno. The Singhs around this area obviously do a lot of farming, a lot of grape farming. I thought quite relevant, tell a little story about how you can relate farming to Sikhi. Now today's Hukamnama actually is very much about this. Maharaj says, Mantan Nirmal Karta Kiyaro. So Maharaj is telling us that in our mind, in our body, let's make our mind and body like a field and then put into that field the Naam. Yeah? So I'll give you an example, right? How can we make our mind and body purified? When we go into a land like this, before we can farm this land, we need to pull out all the little stones, all the things that are no good for us, flatten out all the little hills, make it ready for the farming. That's called the preparation. In the same way, our heart, in our mind, our body, all these things have to be prepared for the Naam. If somebody, if you look at the body, if somebody is doing stuff like alcohol, like drugs, right, their body is going into places that are wrong. If their body is involved in things that are not right for them, then that person is obviously, their body is not going to be so ready for experiencing Naam, because they've actually, you know, it's not prepared. And the same way Maharaj is telling us, prepare your body. And then how can we prepare our mind? Well, the first thing is to start to leave stuff like lust, anger, pride, greed, and attachment. Obviously it's not going to be like that, we leave it, but we have to be inside prepared to leave it. We have to have inside bought the idea that Sikhi is so important that we're going to leave that stuff. And then when we start to prepare our mind and our body, and we start to go towards a Sath Sangat, prepare ourselves that we're going to go meet a Guru, and that Guru expects from us that we will leave the world we had before and embrace this new life. And this new life is going to be amazing, but it will require for us to, you know, leave behind the old life. As we do that, and then we can make ourselves like this farmland here, yeah, ready, and it's ready for planting. Then is the time to plant the seed of Naam. So here Guru Maharaj is telling us that like this place here, the seeds were planted, right? For us, the same thing. As we put Gurbani into us, as we start to put the seed of Naam into us, then what do we do next? Water that seed, right? We have to water this area. If you look at this area here now, they've got, this is a desert area, but within this desert area, right, within what you would normally call barren, they managed to make Haryavali. This earth is very green, it's growing stuff. How did that happen? Because they managed to put water into it, right? So what is the water that we put into our body? What do we make this place so beautiful with? Maharaj tells us that basically, if you look at Sukhmani Sahib, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj gives us a very nice slok, right? Just for us to understand, not slok, but a very nice quote, right? They say, Ki bin simran din ran birtha bihai, meg bina jo kheti jai. They say that without simran, without jumping, without chanting God's name, then the whole day and the night is wasted. How is it wasted? Or it goes to no use, because just like an area like this has no water, meg bina, meg is rain. Without rain, then the kheti, all these seeds, all the work they did to make the ground sorted, all the work they did to put the seed inside the ground, it would come to nothing without the water, without the rain. So when we've done all these things, when we made our actions good, prepared ourselves for Sikhi, we've done all this work to come and do seva at the Gurdwara, then at least, and we put the Naam and the Bani into us, let's do loads of Naam Japada, let's water it with the simran of God's name. And if we do that, then we'll be blessed. Eh log sukhi hai, par log suhele. This world will be great for us, this life will be amazing, full of bliss, and the next life will be amazing and full of bliss. Maharaj says, Nanak har prabh ape mele. Waheguru will come himself to meet us. And that's what every Sikh wants, right? So this is the farming analogy of Sikhi. Thank you so much to the Singhs of this area here in Fresno that brought us out here. Let us borrow this tractor and this farm. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.